In my administration, I'm going to enforce all laws concerning the protection of classified information. No one will be above the law.
So the question is he going to make good on this promise?
Oh, yeah.
What should happen here? Should we be saying lock them up? How does it...
In a recent episode of The View, co-hosts Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, Sara, Haines, and Sunny Hostin expressed strong concerns over a significant security breach involving the accidental inclusion of journalist Jeffrey Goldberg in a group text where top Trump administration officials discussed classified military operations in Yemen. On the 11th of March, 2025, Jeffrey Goldberg, editor-in-chief of The Atlantic, was mistakenly added to a Signal group chat named Houthi Small Group. This chat included high-ranking officials such as Vice President J.D. Vance, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, and National Security Advisor Mike Waltz. Within this group, detailed plans for imminent strikes against Houthi rebels in Yemen were discussed, including specific targets, weaponry, and attack sequences.
Journalist, my cousin Jeffrey Goldberg, to the chat. Now here's how this situation evolved. Take a look.
I'm added to a group of seemingly very, very high national security officials of the United States. I think that this is a spoof. I had actually mistakenly been included in a conversation of the Principals Committee, essentially the leaders of the national security community, including the head of the CIA, in this discussion of whether the Houthis should be attacked in Yemen.
I don't know anything about it. It couldn't have been very effective because the attack was very effective. I can tell you that. I don't know anything about it. You're telling me about it for the first time.
Goldberg's inadvertent inclusion led to his exposure to these sensitive details, which he later reported on the 24th of March, 2025. During the show's discussion on the breach, the co-hosts highlighted the gravity of the situation and the apparent double standards in handling such security lapses. Whoopi Goldberg questioned the inconsistency in responses to security breaches, referencing past criticisms directed at Hillary Clinton. Apparently, lots of Republicans are downplaying this. But you remember back in the day, they had a much different response when they accused Hillary Clinton of a security breach.
Well, I will say this. I want people to stop pretending. When you see it, you've got the information they are giving it. Stop saying it didn't happen, because we're not dumb. We're not dumb. You know, for me, that's the most annoying part. It's like, stop talking to people like we don't know what's happening. Our families are going through stuff. You're putting our people through stuff. We see what you're doing, but don't come and lie when my cousin has all the information. He shows it to you, and he does not do what y'all would do, which is put stuff out. Okay?
Joy Behar expressed skepticism about the administration's commitment to enforcing laws on classified information. Oh, hysterical. Is he going to make good on this promise?
No, here's the thing. Trump said it's the only glitch in 2 months. That's not true. In 2 months, he's taken us to plenty of disaster areas. Like, remember when he fired people who control the nuclear stockpile?
Oh, he did. That was one of the glitches. Was that a glitch, or was that something wrong with the internet?
Well, he did that. Remember when he accidentally cut funding for Ebola outbreak?
Oh, yes, I remember that.
When he sent back the stock market doing the hokey pokey, so we're all like, you
that was,
so that we're worried about where to put our money if we want to retire.
It's a lot of glitching.
You know, or when they blamed Ukraine for getting attacked, they said that he said Ukraine attacked Russia, basically. Or that they were to blame for the attack. That's 4. So that's in 2 months. This guy has to go. I'm sorry.
One interesting thing.
I'm sorry.
Sara Haines pointed out the contradiction in the administration's stance. You mean like a plan? Sunny Hostin, drawing from her legal background, emphasized the potential legal ramifications. They may have violated several provisions of the Espionage Act, which governs the handling of national defense information. A security breach this significant requires a thorough investigation. People can go to jail for something like this. The incident has sparked bipartisan concern with calls for thorough investigations into the mishandling of classified information Critics highlight the irony of the current administration's previous emphasis on stringent handling of sensitive data, especially in light of past controversies involving figures like Hillary Clinton.
We have watched the way Donald Trump handles classified information for years. He was indicted on charges. In 2017, he disclosed classified information to Russian government representatives. He's kicked translators out of rooms. In 2019, he tweeted classified satellite imagery of an Iranian site revealing highly sensitive U.S. Information. He hasn't cared, and I think some of that comes from a lot of people that understand the consequences of this have served in the military, which is why this is really rich, because about 4 of these people were military. They were public service military people that know what can happen in this. But Donald Trump's never served in the military. He's never dealt with consequences. So he doesn't understand that this stuff can put not only our lives at danger, but our national security.
This situation underscores the critical importance of stringent protocols in managing national security information and raises questions about accountability and consistency in addressing such breaches.